town Detroit, the Motor City. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. They'll run. Here's the former Seminole. And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now it's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Benson. They need 18 yards here on third down. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 20. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That one good for 26 and a first down. Out of the gun. Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. touchdown on the season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. After right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out?
To the right side and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this one too low.
I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's Fields. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Fields trying to throw for it. Flushed out right. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And he is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions add 6 to their lead. A try here for the extra point. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Out of the gun, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete.
Every time we talk about the background to the game, their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again is Fields. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Elijah Higgins, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bucs are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Lions had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Now a 3rd and 6. Goff now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Back to throw, Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, You definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. It's Brian Branch with it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard.
After the interception, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Laporta. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Goff now looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. That's complete to Laporta. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. From the 50, it's Goff. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing again is Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now Fields. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Open man here is Benson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7. Fields going to change things up here. From just shy of midfield. Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
From the gun, here's Goff. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Goff. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Fields. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard